because he also holding a kippah. He's a religion person, but he's seeing the risk of the definition as Israel a Jewish democratic state. Okay, he believes that this state should be the state of the Jews. Okay, every Jewish can get the right to return, but it can be the state of the people living in it, and give the people the chance to define the state or the place or the space that they're sharing together. And just because of just raising up the definition of the state, okay, he's like touching a taboo. You are not allowed to be, discussing such an issue. So the week after that, there was reviews and people sending letters. So usually in Haaretz, in the weekend, they have like one page of reaction of people sending letters. Some articles. Regarding this article, there was 8 pages in Haaretz. Okay, just regarding this with Abraham. Regarding what people got, and he feels sorry about how people are open to discuss such a critical issue for the continuity of the existing continuity of this thing. Back to what we are talking about, okay? That we escaped the you are going to live in his lands, okay? Nobody just mentioned these facts, okay? And I'm feeling for some of these people, because these people paying such a, a lot of money for this house. At a certain point, you're paying $500,000 or $1 million for a flat, okay? Then it's not Malibu. You're not living in Miami, which is somewhere next to the beach, or in the freight there. You're living here. You go to Crystal, a checkpoint, okay? Your neighbors are not really friendly to you, okay? You can find with the time why. And because of that, okay, not just for the people living abroad, you can just go down abroad to Tel Aviv, okay? Tel Aviv, Jerusalem is like a different state for the Israelis, okay? When talking to somebody, okay, from Tel Aviv, let's go up to Jerusalem. It's like a project. People need to discuss it. Okay, let's think about it. We need to pack. Okay, I need to have a vacation. People don't know Jerusalem. If you are not living this place, okay, you don't know what this place. People coming, Israelis coming to this place in holidays, and usually they have a road. Nobody really travel all over around Jerusalem. Okay, they coming downtown into the old city, eating hummus, buying some, cheap things. Yeah, this is the process, okay? And also when they're going down to the old city, okay, you start in Jaffa Gate, you just going down to the Jewish quarter next to the Western Wall and leave, and that's it. And because of that, people, the Israeli state keep just, telling the story that this is the capital of Israel, okay, but not in this. Not in the way that you see. And the most sign about that, also the international community are not really agree with Israel about the way that they define the state of Israel was when they're celebrating the 40 years of United Jerusalem, like a month ago, and there was the big event of the winning of the Sixth War, and it was a big event in the Knesset. They invited every consul, every ambassador, every high representative from the international community, people from the UN, whatever. Okay, nobody arrived to the Knesset. Nobody, okay, including the Americans. Okay, because at the moment that you come and taking a part in such an event, that means that you accept the fact, okay, and agree with it. And Israelis were shocked. It's not like, the American arrived, the Italian didn't do it, the British sent like a very low employee in the office. Nobody. Okay? And this is like some of the things happen, and they throw it as an items in the news. Then nobody really discuss about it. Not even in the media. The day after that, there was nothing. Not in the newspaper. Not in the net. Not in the no places. You know, no place in the media been discussing such an issue. Okay, it will, you know, the government will discuss it. Okay, they will think about it, how we deal with it for the next year. But as an official statement by the international community, they don't accept the fact. And we are talking regarding Silwan. Okay, last year, you know, I'm just finishing. It's good. You know, regarding what we're talking about, it's not by accident, and it's a process, and it's a very sophisticated, you know, process that they're going through. And sometimes, you know, the state of Israel try not to take responsibility in action and to accuse like a small fanatic Jewish groups. Okay, now, you know, the people running the whole business here in Silwan, for an example, is a small community called Elad. Okay, and this group of people is buying houses, controlling houses. They're creating the facts. Okay, they do it physically, but after that you can't, you know, just go and face the people. Palestinians cannot come back and throw the Elad guys from the houses that they control. No, you need to go to the court and to discuss, okay, and then to prove if it's yours or it's them, okay, if it's done legally or not. And one of the amazing things happened, and we were lucky because of the involvement of the international community last year here down in Silwan. Okay, next to one of the houses, okay, of that's being controlled by the Elad settlers, and it's so close, it's down to the old city. Also, they try to establish now that they call it Ir David, or the city of David. Okay, and they came and 88 demolition orders. 88 houses is like a total neighborhood. Okay, but they want to clean the area around. Okay, and to create the fact. Okay, it's a game. Okay, it's us. It's Jewish. It's done by the law. Okay, because anyway, you know, this demolition given by the court and given by the municipality of Jerusalem. But we were lucky because of the involvement, and especially the pressure that the Americans did on Israel. They stopped it. Okay, I know that they didn't cancel it for now. Okay, but 88 houses in such a tiny place. Okay, it's just to erase a total neighborhood from the view. Okay, it might be like, if it's, you know, goes on next year, if somebody of you just will come stand here again, we will have a totally different view. So actually what we're talking about, it's a concept, it's a policy, it's something done sophisticated, and it's important to know that most of the policy run around, it's run according to the law, and because of that, okay, they're avoiding the whole fact, okay, that what we have in Jerusalem, it's a political situation. Okay, you build, okay, we demolish. You build illegally, okay, we implement the law, okay, but nobody really discussed, and you can see the differences, the easy differences in between these two houses, and the way that the village or the town in Silwan, you know, you can see the roads, the structure, you know, you don't need to be a big expert. At the time, okay, the people of Silwan paying the same taxes that people living in Al-Khabia, it's like the most fancy neighborhood in Jerusalem. They're paying the same taxes, okay, but when it's get to services, we're talking about two different states, two different people.